Bitcoin is knocking on the door of major resistance, but under the surface, institutional demand is surging. Futures are heating up, and the meme sector is quietly getting ready. Today, we break it all down. From Bitcoin's next big move to the memes that could explode once Bitcoin does. Let's dive in. ETF flows had their strongest week since January. Look at all that green. We haven't seen that since January, like I mentioned, right? Every day was green, clear proof that big money is still accumulating Bitcoin even at these levels, right? Price action. BTC trading at 94,551, facing major resistance just above it right here at 95,096. I'd say 95, 96, right? As high as maybe it's 98. Okay, all this area is rejection, resistance. Sorry. What we can see, we're still looking like it's slightly turned over, but we're still above the EMAs, right? The 50 and the 200 day, right? That's a bullish structure. The RSI is relatively strong. We pulled up back a little bit. We're not at 70, right? We're at 67.11, so not yet extreme. OBV showing a strong uptrend, confirming real buying pressure. Okay, if we look at it on the weekly, because the weekly just closed, let's see what the week looks like. Look at that bad boy. That looks nice. There we go, the week that just closed, and here we are right now. Look at that. I'm thinking we break through here. Okay, I don't know if we hold it, but I'm thinking we will try to break through here. Right, higher low confirm, breaking out of a multi-month downtrend. Weekly RSI recovered above 50, a big bullish medium-term signal. Okay, and here we go. You can see that. Okay, the RSI above 50. So there's room here, guys. There is room here. When ETF flows are positive and prices above key EMAs, it usually means strong long-term buyers are stepping in, not just traders. It's real accumulation. Okay, so the takeaway from that is BTC structure is bullish, but we are pressing into major resistance. $96,000 is key. A clean break could ignite a major move. So we got to get past this current area, and we will move higher. We will be moving higher. And I think faster. What did the derivatives market tell us? All right, for that, a lot of stuff here in Coinbase, and really visually nothing great to see, right? But this is the information that you need to have. Okay, open interest rose to 19.4 billion. Okay, a big sign that traders are piling in. Futures volume also spiked more, which means more aggressive trading, and the liquidation heat map shows heavy stop liquidity around 95,000 to 97,000 prime squeeze targets. Okay, funding rates are slightly positive. That means leverage is entering the system, but not at dangerous levels yet. Okay, open interest rising means more contracts are open, which could fuel sharp moves up or down. Liquidation clusters mean if price moves up quickly, it can liquidate shorts, forcing a faster rally. Okay, important distinction: short-term moves last 24 to 48 hours. Short-term moves that last 24 to 48 hours are futures driven, but the bigger structure is spot driven thanks to ETF inflows. So the takeaway is short-term we're leveraged, bigger picture still healthy. Conclusion: cautious at resistance, but bullish overall. Okay, and what does the macro landscape tell us? DXY week 98.94. Okay, let's put this back on the daily. So this chart, DXY, very bullish for Bitcoin and risk assets. The yields, the 2 and 10 year, they both are falling. Okay, bond market's expecting future rate cuts. Stocks, NYC, Dow, S&P, the Dow, the Nasdaq at resistance, strong resistance, and the S&P closing in. Okay, closing in on the EMAs. Okay, the 50 and 200. But what we can see here, on all of them, they're bouncing, which is improving the risk appetite. The VIX, what does the VIX look like? 25.15. Okay, still some stress, but no panic, and it looks like it continues to drop. Okay, a weak dollar, falling yields, and rising stocks create a perfect environment for Bitcoin and crypto to rally. Macro conditions are supportive. No major headwinds today, guys. All right, and let's take a look quickly at my favorite meme coins. Megos, we hold this support. You know, I think maybe it looks like it might want to retest down here to 0.030. Okay, but first we have to lose this 50 EMA right here. Okay, if we go above it, we just have to go above 0.033. Right now we're at 0.03301. We just got to go slightly above it, 0.0334. Okay. It's holding key support. It needs to reclaim the EMAs for stronger confirmation, as I just mentioned. Okay. Toshi right now is still the strongest of the group. Okay. I'm going to do a deep dive on Toshi. It's going to come out on Wednesday. Make sure you watch that. Strongest of the group, clean uptrend above the EMAs and above the point of control as well. All right. Point of control is at 3039. KeyCat trying to reclaim some important levels right here. But at least right now we're above the point of control. That's positive. If we can hold on to this, then we got I think we can possibly make a run at trying to get over 004. All right, above both of those EMAs, and that would be very, very positive. Dogging me in between the two EMAs. Okay, I think the dogging me is just waiting to see what Bitcoin does. All right, before it as you can see, we tried to get over this point of control. We got rejected, and now I think it's just going to go sideways, maybe in between here for a little while before it makes another attempt. I think the market has to cooperate though. Okay, spot driven meme moves means real buyers, not just traders gambling with leverage. Okay, that's healthier and leads to more sustainable pumps when the environment is right, and all these four are actually spot driven. Okay, based on my analysis. The key takeaways: Toshi looks the strongest. If Bitcoin pushes higher or even just consolidates, expect memes like Toshi and Megos to rally hard. Okay, and my final takeaway: short term, futures are driving the moves, which means caution at 95 to 96,000 resistance. Okay, for Bitcoin. Okay, so we got to see what happens here. We got to see if we can break through here. All right, we break through this area right here where we're at. Okay, notice how we're just sideways consolidating, just fighting to get through here. Once we get through here, guys, big picture: ETF inflows equal real spot demand. Okay, macro supportive. Bitcoin structure looks clean and bullish, and I am bullish between now and into summertime. Okay, my quick forecasts: Bitcoin breaks 96 to 97,000. I give that a 60% probability. It leads to quick move towards 100,000 if that happens. BTC stalls at 95 to 96,000. That's a 30% probability. Futures unwind could cause dip to 92,000. Altcoins and memes rally. I give that a 50% probability if Bitcoin consolidates above 94,000. To sum it up, Bitcoin structure is healthy. The big money is still buying, and the environment is more risk on than risk off. Be smart at resistance, but this setup favors the bulls over the next few weeks. And we're going to leave it there, guys. If you can, please like, subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel. All that stuff really does help. With all that said, thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.